Okay, we arrived in Bergen, and unfortunately the meeting that was supposed to be set for yesterday got cancelled because we were not in Bergen. We were in Trondheim yesterday. And so today we've been trying to find like technology startups from all around the place, and we finally ended up at a technology incubator and found actually the CEO of a company called textUrgy. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about the company?
Right. Yeah, sure. Trond Walker, textUrgy is a young company just about to commercialize. We have developed a semantic search and navigation tool. Very exciting, a lot of different business models around it. We're now going to go into market with a new news service, and now we're dealing with all the challenges around that.
So if it's a semantic search, can you give us some kind of example of how that would actually work then?
Yep, so it's part of the next generation of web, which is the semantic web.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, I think there's a new term to the layman person. Now it's the web where the web understands the meaning of the information on it instead of just listing and storing documents and information around.
Mm-hmm.
Now our search engine is such a tool that it understands the meaning of the words. Hence then the whole search experience will be better, more adapted to the end user.
So can you give some kind of example that the end user, how the end user might be able to use a service?
Certainly, and so a typical keyword search engine, which as Google
mm-hmm.
and the ones we used to, that will give you a long list of results, and often you will not find what you're actually after in the first page or two, and most of us don't start flicking back in pages and look through all those thousands of articles that you've got in your list. Now, with our tool, we provide like a table of contents, if you like. It's a navigation tool using themes. Then you can narrow down your search results by setting filters based on these
right.
themes, and hence then you point in, you get to what you're after.
So what about like the competition at the moment? I've heard of several kind of startups in this kind of area as well. How do you compare to them?
Well, we in Norway we're pretty much the only one.
Yeah.
There are some other ones, but not really. Like when you take away layers, there's no one that actually does what we do, and we got a patent as well. So
yeah. So are you targeting like the Norwegian market, or are you going to be global?
Only initially, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
No, definitely it's going to be global. But naturally, as a consequence of dealing with semantics of meaning of the words, where it's language dependent.
Mm-hmm.
So we will. It's development to get into the other languages. Now, English we not as mature in English as in Norwegian, but still we could deal with English customers. It's certainly coming.
Yeah.
The next one is, believe it or not, Chinese.
Okay, that's interesting. So can you tell a bit about like sort of the Bergen startup kind of community? I mean, you seem to have quite a nice incubator vibe here. Is this like the main? So do all the startups come here to this like the incubator? What's it like here to be an entrepreneur?
Well, it's good. Honestly, I'm only been here in this job for 6 months. I'm from Bergen, but I haven't lived in Bergen since 1992, so I'm actually fairly new in town.
Right.
So I honestly don't know too much about the startup environments.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the last 6 months I learned a lot, and this is one environment, and it could be bigger, but there's certainly a good environment.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of startups coming from university in all different areas. Now it could obviously be better, bigger environment.
So was it like getting like sort of investment here? Is that difficult? How easy?
It's not easy because
it's never easy, but
it's not easy. That's Now we have the advantage. Our company's been started by the Bergen Tech Transfer Office,
mm-hmm.
which is just down the hall, which makes this environment pretty good.
Yeah.
So that resource is available now. Obviously, for all the companies coming through a tech transfer office, they have an advantage because they have a network, they have skills and resources available to help them set up a company. So, and that's obviously been a crucial element in the startup of our company.
Right. So do you have like sort of regular meetings with the startups in Bergen? Is there like an entrepreneurship study maybe by the university? Is there anything like that?
Not really. So we deal with we talk, being an incubator, we talk to all the companies around us, obviously, and we exchange experiences, which is great. And so that's my source of interaction with the other ones, but not least obviously BTO. Down the hall, the chairman of our company is working for BTO, so obviously I interact with them regularly.
Right. Okay, thanks very much for telling us a bit about Bergen and your company textUrgy.
That's okay.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Bye.